Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little tutorial on how to put together this window cut file from Rosie Studio. It makes a little 3D card and I think it is super cute. So these are the pieces that you need to cut, and for the first step all you need to do is stick these two pieces on top of each other, so the two window pieces to give it strength, and then the blue piece on top of the white piece just to add the colour in the background. I'm leaving this video in real time so you can see the process of how I make it exactly without any speeding up, and it only took me 11 minutes to decorate and assemble this little card. I'm just using some liquid glue and I'm using this one from Nuvo. This is just purely to add strength to your card. I used the thickest white card which I have, which was 300 GSM. And then for this bit, I chose blue because it was like a window, so I wanted to have it as like a sky. But you could do it any colour, or you could do a patterned piece of paper as well. It's completely up to the crafter on what colour you want to do that part. You could of course do your window to be a different colour as well, but I decided to keep mine a white for this time. But now I have the cut file, I'm sure I'll make some more in the future, so I can do different coloured ones as well. So just press this down and then I'm going to get ready to fold the pieces, ready to assemble the card. So this piece you just fold twice on each little flap, and it has the cut lines on it so you can see where you need to fold it. So this is how it should look. It's basically just folding over the flap so you can add the window on top of that, so you just add in that extra fold in there. And then this little part, this is where you can add your decoration to go in the window. So you just fold it over like this, and then it just slots inside like this. And then you fold those pieces back again, and then you just add your window on top. So it's super simple. So the bottom piece, then the background of the white, you're going to cover that up with the decoration. So you're going to want to decorate it before you fully assemble it, so you can get in there to decorate it. So I just stick this little white panel on first so I can see where I need to decorate. And I use some hot glue so it stays in place nice and firmly. I just take my time to line it up to make sure it's all straight and exactly where I want it to be. And then it's going to be time to decorate it. You're going to want to cover up the white panel with your decoration as much as you can so you can't see that white block in the background. So I'm using Poppy and Pear today, and I pick out some of the bigger floral pieces so I can cover up that white panel. And you can just keep placing the arch window on top to see how it's looking. I wanted to add a mixture of different sizes, and like this one's a bit higher up just so I can create like a scene. I don't want it to be too uniform and too similar, so it'll stand out apart from each other. And you're going to want to make sure nothing goes like below the white panel. It needs to be all completely straight on the bottom so it can stand up. I just cut the end off this one so it can fit exactly how I want it to be. And I'm just sticking these on with some hot glue. So this is how it's looking so far with that bottom piece all covered up. And then I just try different pieces to see what I like the look of, checking out the different size variations. I knew that as well as decorating like behind the window, I wanted to add a little bit of decoration on top of the window as well. So I like this little quote that says here and now. As I'm adding this as like a little decoration in my craft room, I thought that would be quite inspiring. And then I just go ahead and add a little bit more decoration in the background of my little window scene. Just playing around with different bits and seeing what I like the look of best. I think it was so great that I got this full card decorated and assembled within 11 minutes. It was such a quick project, and I cut this cut file out on my Silhouette Studios software, and it was so quick and easy to cut out because it's only a few pieces. My window is like looking out to a flower garden. There's so many flowers on this card, but I think it looks really cute and I like how it turned out. I just add this little vellum piece, and then I've decided that is the finishing touches for my background. I'm happy with how that looks now. And I thought adding one of these little butterflies would look really nice and very fitting for the type of scene that I've done. I thought this blue one worked perfectly with having the blue in the background. And I was happy with how that looked, so I just went ahead and glued my window on. I just add some hot glue onto the little panels at either side to attach the window, and it attached it on really securely. And again, I just take my time lining it up and moving it so it's in the perfect position which I want it to be in. And wiping off any excess glue that overlaps the edges. So here's how my card is looking. I just do a little test to make sure it stands up, and it worked perfectly. I love the dimension and the different layers that this card has. And then I just add a couple of little finishing touches to the front, and then my card is going to be all finished. So for my card, I'm just using it as a decoration, but you definitely could write a message on the back and send it off to someone. You could make a little box to pop it in. I just add this little flower on the side here, and I also add a little love heart. And then there are all the finishing touches I add because I don't want to make it look overly busy. But there's so many different things you could do with this cut file. You could have any scene looking through the window. So I'm definitely excited to experiment further with this card and try out doing some different styles as well. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this tutorial and I hope that you found it handy. I'll leave the link to the cut file in the description also. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.